said and done.
I love that.
Don't forget it.
I love when a big point's being made, the finger comes out.
The finger.
Every time. Every time he's trying to make like a very powerful point in his mind, he's like, oh,
it's always a great feeling when something you adore is getting the attention and love you believe it deserves. For me, that's been Elden Ring. The community around this game has been nothing short of spectacular in my experience. People are making art, maidenless memes that get upwards of 10,000 likes on Twitter and Reddit. The subreddit itself has over 1 million subscribers now in such a short span of time. And I just love seeing all the community creations and videos being made on YouTube across all platforms. Most of us playing and engaging with Elden Ring have been having the time of our lives.
Any reason you're going out to Texas? Yeah, a lot of cool content coming, you'll see.
Well, there's a lot of hot takes from people who are super jealous of that.
I am 100% sincere when I say, without any
Acer Thorn had something on this.
Elden Ring can suck my dick.
Excuse me!
So, you know...
Also, I finally saw that video that Acer Thorn, like, sued everyone for. I see why he sued them. So there's this guy on YouTube named Acer Thorn. And he does, like, some weird rambles and awful opinions. And he's apparently a serial lawsuit guy who just sues everyone. He sued his own dad once, but apparently he stabbed him in the face or something. I didn't get it.
Dad did?
No, like he stabbed his dad in the face and then sued him.
Like that.
At least that's how I read it. I could be wrong, and maybe he'll come out.
If he stabbed it through the lawsuit papers to him, it was like, you've been served.
God, that'd be so fucking intense. He just stabs the lawsuit to him.
Oh.
Yeah, it's insanity stuff though. But he started up a live stream by accident, and he was shirtless, making some goofy noises for an hour and a half. There's a part, and I don't think he can come after me for describing it, but there's a part where he like gets up and he goes off to the side and he's like and shit like that.
What?
Yeah, it's absolutely absurd. And then he whispers, "I will kill you" once. And this was an accidental live stream. It was wild. It was fucking wild.
Nuts.
When I first heard it, I thought it was just gonna be something innocent, like how we all make goofy noises and shit. His was like
he's an alien.
Yeah, like I felt like I was watching the Riddler from the new Batman movie. It was weird.
What? This guy?
Acer Thorn. Yeah. Don't bring up the live stream though. If he even hears a second of his weird, like pig noises, he's gonna lose his mind. Yeah, he was also barking for a little bit too, and he'd also walk back and forth making weird noises, and then he'd also do like really creepy stuff where he's like, like haunted stuff. It was weird. It was so fucking goofy.
This video is going to be good, but their opinions can't ruin something as pristine and beautiful as Elden Ring. So instead, a lot of these people just kind of flail about making incoherent rants in the vain hope that Miyazaki will add an easy mode at some point. That's right, we're gonna be looking at the hottest Elden Ring takes in town. So strap on your Estus flask and take a swig every time I show you something stupid. But before all that, I'm about to poison myself with a variety of different hot sauces. Now, you might be saying, Actman, that's kind of random. And it is, but the reason I'm doing it...
Is an ad break.
Woohoo! It's for the sponsor of today's video, Bespoke. They offer all sorts of themed... They offer all sorts of themed boxes of goodies. Holy...
There's a video of Acer Thorn eating flies.
Came in a friendly care package from Bespoke. Every month they bring in new packages, so you can get a grab bag of knives, couple glasses, and some whiskey,
I totally
outdoor gear, houseware. You can preview the box before it's shipped out. Choose to keep it, swap it for another, or skip the month at no cost. Every box has a $70 retail value, but only costs $49.
They sent me a Donkey Kong barrel! They sent me a Donkey Kong barrel! They sent me an actual keg, isn't that sweet?
Boxes will be personalized based on your preferences and answers to the quiz. I picked up the hot sauce and coffee bundles, but there's so many more. So what are you waiting for? Order your own box of goodies from Bespoke. And if you use the code ACT20, I'll get you 20% off your first box. Thank you, Bespoke, for sponsoring this video.
And now for something completely different.
Probably the hot takes that blew up the most were what these three devs said about Elden Ring. And these people...
Pull it up. No, I can't pull it up on stream. Let me see. That's not a fly. That's definitely like a roach or something.
Even better. And literally, he just ate it.
He just ate it. He just ate it. Holy shit. Holy shit, that's incredible.
I don't want to see it.
Wait, that's fucking nuts. Yeah, I don't know why the stream keeps crashing. I couldn't tell you. Hey, free protein is free protein. I guess, man, but what a... It's like a bloated corpse when there's a bunch of like flies around it and they like get in the mouth and whatever. He just sucks it down.
He straight up treated that like it was roach meal from Snowpiercer. Fucking went in on that shit.
Thanks to the resub. Clippy, Ultra Big, Aurora, Maticus, and the Tier 1 Unnamed, and the Prime Tofinator.
We're from Guerrilla Games, Ubisoft, and
the 5 gift subs Tactics.
Software.
Tactics.
The fact that Elden Ring scored a 97 Metacritic is proof that reviewers don't give a flaming poop about game user experience. My life is a lie. Nor PC graphics, stability, and performance apparently. Nor quest design really. Now what these people are really saying is, I'm jealous of From Software's success because it overshadows my own. I am insecure and questioning my career and design choices. Hey genius, maybe somebody's just better at making video games than you. Maybe there's thousands of people better at making videos than me. Let's just be happy for them. Why is it so hard? Comparison is the thief of joy. And wait, reviewers don't care about PC graphics? Have we been playing the same game?
God, such a good fucking game.
UX also stands for user experience, and like isn't a review about the user's experience with the game?
No!
I mean, isn't like... Oh, Actman hurt himself in his confusion. To me, these developer tweets are like way out of left field because most devs on Twitter celebrate each other's success. Luckily, the memes that came out of this were just pure gold.
Sure,
Allow me to play you a brief but powerful slideshow.
That does look like Ubisoft.
Now, I want to make it clear, it's okay to dislike a video game that I like. It's okay to enjoy something that I do not.
Dog model.
This goes without saying. What I care about is if your reasons are good. Unlike this next guy who posted one of the worst Elden Ring reviews I've ever seen.
Hey, that's our boy.
I'm returning this utter crap because this game is terrible.
I don't care what anybody says.
You can tell someone's angry when they're just like shaking the fucking game case in the video, and that's like, that's the video.
I was gonna do a video on it. This is it. This is the video. It's gonna be a quick upload.
So let's summarize this guy's very brief experience with Elden Ring and examine the reasons why he thinks it's trash.
Oh, this is a different guy? Is it?
Coming off the heels of my Elden Ring sucks video because the game does suck.
Oh,
it's a terrible example of game design.
Elden Ring is bad because it doesn't follow game design principles. And no, I won't elaborate on what I think those are. That's up to your imagination, not mine.
I got all the way through that beginning of the game. It was very bland. So I get to that guy with the mask. I accidentally attack him. He kills me.
So you arrived in Limgrave and immediately attacked the first non-hostile NPC. So you must have ignored the talk button at the bottom of the screen when you walked up to him, as well as his non-threatening pose and lack of wielding any kind of weapon.
I respawn right in front of him. He kills me. Respawn. He kills me.
You didn't attack him on accident because he takes at least 3 hits to trigger aggro, and I tested this. He even says,
"Do you even comprehend this choice?"
No.
Bruh, you ignored his dialogue. He's straight up like, "Are you sure you want to continue attacking me?" "Yes, you do. All right. Gonna have to teach you a lesson."
Respawn. Finally get away. See this big thing, horse minotaur.
So the guy got approximately 10 minutes into the game.
I respawn right in front of the guy who kills me. I'm like, how is this fun? How is this fun?
So you die to this guy a few more times before figuring out how to run away. And then you run straight towards the giant fuck-off golden knight on a horse. And you're surprised that he's hostile too.
And there's supposed to be a lock-on system, but my guy decides to just start swinging wildly.
Tell me you're not making this video without knowing how to lock on. I've never seen someone invalidate their own opinions as a game critic so effortlessly.
Then you've never read Kotaku.
So we can assume that he ignored everything in the tutorial because the tutorial teaches you how to lock on. He couldn't even Google this like, there's supposed to be a lock-on system. Consult Dr. Google.
And there's supposed to be a lock-on system, but my guy decides to just start swinging wildly. I point the camera back at him, it gives me a light lock-on, and he starts swinging wildly. I'm like, the guy moves, and I'm still swinging wildly. I'm like, how is... I don't care what anybody says. Oh, you gotta do this. Oh.
Press in on the right stick. Don't attack that guy. Sneak past the big horse.
And now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Like, homie, you can't just ignore literally everything the game is trying to tell you and then blame the game. Like, how does a guy who has hundreds of games on his shelves not understand the concept of a non-hostile NPC?
Because this is a different,
these games are not
scary
enjoyable.
game.
Yes, I get there are people out there that like it.
I think one of
and
the
this game is not a 10 out of 10.
Is you actually need a certain level of intelligence to actually progress sometimes, and that's why these people just don't understand.
I disagree. I think this guy is just on a different level. This guy's like, he's seeing 10 steps into the future where games will play themselves, but we're just not there yet.
Oh.
But we're probably getting close.
Nowhere near, even if it ends wildest dreams.
Dude, just like, make a new guy. You couldn't have been more than 10 minutes in. Make a new guy and just don't attack him. But no, he gave up right there. Like, imagine posting a review without even killing a single enemy in a Souls game or learning how to lock on. Yes,
God, that's shameful.
Like, this is it.
That's rough,
This is his review of the game.
This is one of the most wretched things in terms of accessibility and gameplay and just...
You must have been sitting there just like, why did that guy I stabbed start swinging back? Could you imagine inviting this guy over to play Smash Bros. And he's like, why are you attacking me? It's a fighting game. Allow me to show you the cherry on the cake, the piece de resistance, to cap off this video.
This is not a good game. It is not a 10 out of 10, not even if it wanted to. I can't wait for Gran Turismo.
And next up on the Elden Ring Clown Show is a rabbit hole I can't be bothered to go into.
Oh,
apparently
there's
this guy,
our boy!
Quantum TV, made an Elden Ring review that he later deleted. People saw it was filled with terrible takes and made fun of it, like you do on the internet. One of these videos happened to be from a 17-year-old British guy named Mischief, and his response video triggered Quantum TV so far off the edge that he threatened to copyright strike a minor in a different country for criticizing him. This also led to a bunch of other YouTubers picking up the story, which led to Quantum making more videos and justifying his insane takes that you're about to see. It's like a rabbit hole we don't even want to go down. But
we already
shout out
did.
to Mischief. His link will be in the description. Go check him out and subscribe. Pretty good content for his age, I gotta say. But it's real scary if you're a small content creator and you're just being threatened with copyright strikes. It's such a dick move to do, so give that guy some support.
Let it sit on your face
right?
and eat it.
No.
Today I'll be giving you guys a review of Elden Ring. Essentially, I don't buy this game. The name of the game should not be called Elden Ring. The name of the game should be called Die. Again and again and again.
I suppose if you never get good, then yeah, you'll keep dying.
Because that's all you're really going to spend most of your time doing. You're going to die because the game has no easy difficulty. The difficulty spikes when you get to certain bosses. It's so unfair that you'll find yourself spending so many hours losing time away from your life. So I would say this game is for somebody who really is looking for a sandbox. They have no family, no friends, no life, and they have literally thousands of hours to grind away.
Why?
Jesus. I guess.
This is a game made for people without families. Fuck you, orphans. You probably... I can't understand why this guy was getting flack.
They have no family, no friends, no life.
You are made. Those pretzels slap, huh?
Where do you come up with this? Do you just get out of bed in the morning and you're like... I'm gonna be a fucking asshole today.
When you die, you lose everything you collected. Everything. that means you start over. So leveling up is extremely hard because of the nature of the game and its difficulty level, and it's not fun. There's nothing fun about this game for somebody who is new to the franchise.
And that's kind of the crux of the issue, right? This is what I try to do when I criticize a game or a series that I'm not all that familiar with. I'm much softer about my criticisms. Have an understanding that there's fans that know more about this series than you do, so make it clear you're coming from an outsider perspective, and maybe try not to flame the audience, you know, because maybe you want your own audience to grow, and if you're being an asshole, it might be kind of hard. Quantum.
I think Quantum was on to something.
And then you look at the graphic style. It's a joke. It is literally a joke. And then you look at the graphic style. It's a joke. It is like last gen being sold for new gen.
He's making some incredible points.
Like who they made this game for, where like you want low frame rates, but that for me, that's a massive deal breaker. I'm a massive motion buff, and to do something like that is unacceptable.
Complaining about the frame rate is a valid criticism. Should that be like the biggest factor in your review? Probably not, but I'll give that to you.
Most of your time in the open world is spent just like running around kind of aimlessly, if I'm being honest. It's one of those games where like it's so spread out. The map is so big, you're going to spend a lot of time running around in a very open
I wish
field
every
that
game was
doesn't
small.
necessarily have a particular purpose for being that open.
You're going to spend a lot of time running around a very open field. What's that? You said it's an open world game? What's an open world game again?
I'd like there to be a purpose to almost everything. Like everything is interactable.
Man, this guy's
like that, but
review is making my ass
The game is very interactable. You can roll into just about everything. You can blend in with the scenery around you using a particular item. Certain landscapes will actually be destroyed throughout a boss fight. The game is very interactable. It sounds like you haven't played it much.
And I think without spoiling any parts of the story, which is lackluster by the way, I think that would be as honest as anyone's going to be about this product. I don't know who they made it for.
Who did they make Elden Ring for? It couldn't possibly be the 12 million people that bought it within 3 weeks.
Again, I couldn't speak lowly enough about this game. I don't recommend it. And I think if you're
I've never heard that before. I couldn't speak lowly enough about this.
If I can find something good to say about Call of Duty Ghosts and Call of Duty Vanguard, there's hope for everything. Find something good to say.
That's the review. Take it or leave it.
Okay, so that was pretty terrible. But guess what? Part 2.
Oh boy. Oh boy! So as you guys know, I did a review on Elden Ring. That didn't go very well, apparently, for some people.
Yeah, you can say that again.
So, I'm receiving some backlash now that I wanted to address with some of you, because...
How much you want to bet this guy is going to deflect why he's getting backlash?
A lot of you are not only being childish, but I don't think you're actually seeing this objectively. You
Ooh,
see,
he's too smart
Dark
for
Souls
us.
Fan watching this video
His
right
brain
now
is too
had
big
to
for
die
mere
1 times to learn how to
plebeians,
play that game.
Philistines.
Using that experience and laterally jumping over into Elden Ring, you're able to, again, experience that level of challenge, but it's not as hard because you've already done something similar before.
Honestly, I think I'm hot shit every time a new FromSoft game comes out. And I get my ass kicked again and again. Even when Demon's Souls Remake came out, a game I'd already beaten before, it still kicked my ass. And that's what I love about the games. They always find
the second world of
to
Demon's Souls
surprise
was so
you.
fucking
But you
brutal.
see, somebody like me, I've never played Elden Ring. I've never played Dark Souls. I didn't even know Elden Ring was a part of the Dark Souls series. And you know what I met with when I talk about flaws with the series? The same thing I met with the TV world, where when you mention a problem with something, fans of that series just damage control it. They'll say stupid, petty, chisty, catty, childish shit. Like, you've lost credibility because you've spoke your mind. You gave your opinion. You now have no credibility with me.
No, I think you lose credibility when you talk about things that you don't really understand. When you try to pass it off as, like, fact, or, you know, when you say things like...
Okay, bye, bitch. I don't give a fuck. The reality is, that's my opinion, based off of playing it as a new person. They have no easy mode. The graphics are dog shit.
Are you sure about that?
It's usually hair. I get little hairs. Yeah, I get little hairs in my mouth.
The graphics are dog shit. The graphics are dog shit.
The way you phrase things is important. Like so. Elden Ring's graphics are complete fucking trash and I wipe my ass with them. Versus, I wasn't the biggest fan of the graphics and style. Two sentences saying the same thing, but which one do you hate more? right? There's a difference between like matter of fact.
I prefer when the reviewer goes really hard.
And I think
so. If there's even a minor inconvenience, I want it really blown out of proportion, like with the Moisty meter.
People.
And the thing that really pisses me off is all these fucking fans of this game know that the graphical issues are there. They'll try to say
if there's one thing I didn't like, you bet your ass I fucking hated it.
The stuttering problems, I played the game despite that.
There's such thing as a minor.
Is it bad? Yes.
Complaint.
Did it stop me from playing the game? No.
When you look at the gameplay itself, it's clunky. The controls are shitty for a new person just getting in. I don't know how it is for you.
Controls are shitty if you're a new person to any game. You have to learn the controls, man. It's not a fucking flight simulator. The controls are hard, bro. There's only so many buttons on the controller. Like, just learn it.
But then, even if you are a vet, you're still gonna die a bunch of times, right?
That's kind of the point.
The way they made the game is so that the way the boss hits you, it takes so much of your life away. That's very frustrating.
Level up vigor.
But let me just give you a little personal insight as to how I like to game.
Enlighten me.
I come home from work, I'm trying to unwind, I'm trying to relax. I'm not trying to sit there stressed out on some fucking game, yelling at the screen, trying to hashtag
get good.
Because that's like this mentality that all you guys have kind of gotten submitted into. You guys literally sound like abuse victims, right? Like you're in a really shitty relationship and that's just how it is, man.
That's a good now he's making a good point.
You sound like abuse victims. What a kind thing to say, dude. Oh, what's that? You like a video game? You fucking abuse victim? No. I bet your girlfriend slaps your nutsack at night while you're sleeping, just to fuck with you, because you like Elden Ring.
You shouldn't be saying that's how it is, or
Sleep well, Matt. Thanks for reading all my pretzels.
Games are. It's not for everyone. A game that's not for
the
everyone.
The only thing I've eaten for the last like 2 days.
Way to go, Matt.
Thanks, Matt. Now I'm gonna starve. Now I'm gonna fucking starve.
A game that is not for everyone is a game that shouldn't be made, in my opinion.
Call of Duty, oh, no, those are gone. That's gone. Those aren't for kids. Halo Reach, rated M, that's gone. Fable, oh, no, kids are playing that. Bioshock, that's gone.
Hey, the Mass Effect Collector.
Dragon Age sucks. Tales of Vesperia, rated T, not for everyone. Modern Warfare, you're gone. Dragon Ball Z, oh, there's
just ruined this whole
not
collection.
made for everyone. Fighting game, Infinite Warfare, that's
going
made for nobody. Advanced Warfare, that's made for even less people. Oh God, getting rid of all of this. All this. No more games. No more games. None of these are made for every single person on the planet. Gotta get rid of everything. Everything burns.
A game that's not for everyone isn't a game that should be made, in my opinion.
What do you mean? No single product on the planet can be made for everyone.
It is profound.
I don't know why people use ultimatum statements like this. It's like, it always goes back to the accessibility thing. Like, maybe you just don't enjoy this thing and you should get over it. I can live with the knowledge that tampon advertisements don't target me. They don't.
That's a good
sell
point.
Me on tampons. I feel
left
get rid of
those things.
The tampon industry, and that's an industry I really want to get into.
Yeah, the sport for sure.
I'm such a pussy.
The sports go fucking crazy.
Every single thing on the planet to revolve around me. I think that might be one of the worst takes I've ever heard.
Games are supposed to be fun, transcend the reality that we have right now, take you to new worlds, give you new abilities. You're allowed to do things that you never ever could do in the real world without consequence, and be accessible to anyone regardless of experience level.
Like when people like this say every game should be made for everyone, it's like, okay, so why the fuck do we have a rating system then? Because not every game is made for everyone. Because
the reality is, if it wasn't so ridiculously hard and you had the thrill of dying a bunch of times, it's really a lackluster game with shitty graphics.
Oof.
The graphics are dog shit.
Oh.
The graphics are dog shit. Shitty graphics.
What games does he play? I didn't really look at his channel much. Does he do more than TV reviews? Because I feel like
a great feeling when something
right?
I guarantee you he doesn't play roguelikes. He hates dying.
Yeah, well, I don't think he plays much of anything. Was he the guy that was excited for Gran Turismo, or is that the other guy? What if I do game?
I think it was the other guy.
Might have been the other guy. He reviewed WWE 2K. Okay.
Well, in that case, why wouldn't he rent like cooler things like, I don't know, like computers or like gaming laptops?
Well, he doesn't game. So a better question, why doesn't he rent cooler things like go to Enterprise and rent the coolest cars to review them? Like pretend to flex on it. If you're just going to rent the TV to review it, why not like rent cars to review them or some shit.
Or like Ty Cruz it, like, hey, I'm just sitting here with my Lamborghini.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why a Samsung 95 SB or whatever? It seems like a weird.
QLED.
I feel like he doesn't actually rent them. I think he buys them. I really do. If you go into his house, it'll be like a fucking house of mirrors with shitty TVs.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. My name's Quantum, and today I'll be giving you guys a no bullshit review of WWE 2K 2022. So we're gonna just dive right into the obvious. It's a great game. I highly recommend it.
That's fucking crazy. The game sucks. The character creator's good. The gameplay is better though. I will say, WWE fans, they finally made the gameplay a little bit better than 2K21 and 2K20.
Maybe he's like an EA fanboy. Let's see if he likes FIFA.
Well, this isn't EA. This is 2K, which is much worse. Their servers don't even work.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can't actually play this game online on the PC because the servers don't work.
Now, in this video, the negatives. Now, on the positive side,
February.
Creative Arena has seen a bit of an overhaul. You can now interact with the arenas themselves, so you can slam opponents against like mini-trons, and you can throw them off the stage.
He absolutely believes what he's saying.
You can do various.
I think so. Does he have a playlist for game reviews? So it looks like he doesn't do them often, but does indulge from time to time. He has a playlist for every single fucking TV he's ever looked at. These playlists have one video in them. Why make a playlist with just one video? What is the point?
Bro, there's no way.
I'm just on his video page, basically, for his playlists.
There's no way.
Jesus Christ. Someone said, oh, here, wait, second row, there's two here.
So today, I'll be telling you guys if you should pick up Horizon Forbidden West. Spoiler, you shouldn't. At least not until it goes on sale. That's the short answer, so if you like somebody just being honest with you, smack a like on this video for getting to the damn point.
This is a game that he should have loved. This is like a game journalist's wet dream. You like just put it on the easiest mode. They literally have like a story-only mode, and the story is amazing. I haven't finished it, mainly because I just didn't want to finish the open world aspect when Elden Ring came out. But Jackson can't rave enough about this game series story.
Watch him be upset with how easy it was.
I bet he's going to be upset that it's a woman. I bet he's going to be upset that it's a female protagonist.
And stop wasting your time with all these drawn out, you know, comparisons and whatever these people are doing these days. It ain't getting to the point. So again, smack a like on this video, subscribe for just getting to the point. Now, let's talk about the nitty gritty, why you came here. We're going to talk about the good, we're going to talk about the bad, and ultimately, of course, it's always up to you to decide what's best for you.
No, you tell me what I need to do.
These are my viewpoints after playing the game and experiencing the game myself. So, of course, if you have a different viewpoint, make your own review and tell me how you feel about the game. But this is how I feel so far with where I am in the game. I'll do as best as I can not to include any spoilers, so I won't show any footage or anything like that that's going to spoil anything. But what I will do is talk about things we've already seen before and, you know, kind of try to keep it to that.
Where did you get to the bad?
She feels incomplete without her mommy. Things like that. It's very underdeveloped adult type stuff, and I don't like it. Like, it's not cool. So, for me personally, that turned me off to the whole concept of Aloy being the strong woman, which she was in the first game, and now she's weak and needs her parent. Very weird. Okay, but then it goes from that to like, you know, where are we going with this story? Because it's so incoherent at times that it just doesn't make sense. You know, you would expect them to build off of the last game, but they open up the first game, or they open up this game with the first game's, you know, backlog of what happened. But it's so sloppily done. The footage they chose had to be like MP4. Gets you? Now, under that big scene with Hades, they don't continue that immediately. And I think for part 2, it's so loyal in this world, and she's, you know, meandering around, and they don't really get to the point. And what really bothers me is also the score that they used when they first start, you know, showing you Horizon Forbidden West. The musical score was like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. It was very corporate America, middle-aged white lady.
What does that mean?
Going through a midlife crisis. It feels like she just took something off of her personal playlist, put it in the game, and said, there you go. I don't...
What?
This upsets me. How do you con 65,000 people into thinking that you have any right to speak?
I am so curious what he means. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of the series. I actually don't really like the gameplay very much, but the soundtrack is such a weird thing to compare it to corporate America.
Corporate America and the Sisterhood of
the Traveling Pants.
Have you seen Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I watched it a long time ago.
There's no comparison here whatsoever.
It doesn't make any sense. It's just standard OST, and it's pretty good.
Now, if you said like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings had some similar soundtrack like elements, I'd be like, okay, that's fair to a certain extent. But this is just.
Like it's just full orchestral. Yeah, I don't really know what he means.
I don't like that. Keep it cinematic, keep it with the flow of the original source material. Again, all these things add to a slower pace. And then again, you're meandering around most of the time trying to figure out where you're going to go or what you're going to do or what does what, and it's really annoying. Then you get to the graphical glitch.
I feel like he makes his reviews based off of the first couple of Reddit posts he sees on Kotaku in action. And he's like, I'll just maybe say some of these.
Literally picks up the worst things and like here they are. Here we go.
He'll go to like sort by controversial and be like, that's my script. I'll let that ride, I guess. Elden Ring, worst game ever made.
Are really annoying. You've got trees that glow red when you start panning. You've got artifacts that pop up over Aloy's head, shimmering leaves.
There's plenty of things to not like about the game, but he hasn't given a single one yet.
Multiple black people that have to be placed in that cutscene with more on-screen time than any other race, and it gets to the point where it's really uncomfortable, like extremely uncomfortable. Outside of like maybe Aloy's screen time, black people have the most screen time, and it wasn't like this in the last game. It was a mix of everybody's story and everybody's region and everybody's everything, and this is very clearly the Black Lives Matter push. I know what it is. Sony has been talking about doing this more in their games. You know, they're doing it in upcoming titles, and you're going to keep seeing it. Miles Morales, for Christ's sake, has a Black Lives Matter mission.
Oh,
you think I'm being too dramatic with this? Okay, and Miles Morales is biracial. Okay, so explain that one to me. You know, I have a big problem with being pandered to, and that for me is where this whole thing combined with the graphical issues.
Oh, dude's in deep. He's posting cringe on main. Oh wow, that took a turn. Whoa. Thanks, Arisab. Say my name, and Anita, and Hush. An X-Mix.
Could you imagine sitting down for Thanksgiving dinner with this man?
No, I couldn't. I don't think anyone does sit down with him at Thanksgiving dinner.
What did I tell you about watching Coco Melon and their satanic atheist agenda, AJ?
You turn that finger family off. The Illuminati symbol comes up in there. Yeah, this is rough. I think that's probably plenty of that. Let's go back to his Elden Ring takes. Holy shit.
Shitty graphics. Again, I'm new to the franchise. I had no idea what it is, and then
the problem is you're new to the franchise. You act like your opinions are far more important than everyone else's. It's like, no, your opinions are less important. That's what we're trying to tell you.
Of course, when you go to the community as a new gamer, you would think, right, as a gamer, you'd have people being welcoming. I had maybe 5 people in the whole comment thread. Like, hey man, let's do those bosses together. I'll help you out. You know, only 5 people. The rest of them were like, "Oh, you're a clown. You've lost credibility. It's demeaning."
You would think people would be welcoming. I only told them that if you like this game, you probably don't have any friends or family. Why don't you like me? You pieces of shit. You're supposed to like me. Well, how are your people skills so bad? You don't know that, like, hey, insulting people doesn't make friends. You insult them after you become friends.
Friends are a weakness.
Because you're new to a game that's known, by the way, for being incredibly fucking difficult.
Like shit?
And it's your fault, not the dev's fault for not thinking of every single player of all kinds of walks of life. They don't care.
They don't care about you. The game isn't for you. Not every game should be made for everyone. He's the type of guy that, you know those dudes when they're talking to a woman and they're like, wow, I think you're so pretty and hot, and they reject him and he's like, fuck you, bitch, you're so ugly, I hate you. It's like, this is how they deal with not being included or not being accepted.
That's the nice guy, baby.
Or a community or someone. It's that like rejection of like,
I didn't like you
anyways. I didn't want to be a part of this community. And so they just like self-sabotage.
It's a challenge, and it has to be for players who think every game is fucking easy, and if you aren't one of those players, then you are a scumbag, you filthy casual. At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man. At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man. At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man.
Why am I still getting hate?
Is it the Prime Random milkshake
I can
and the
see
gifts
why
of
you
Adam?
deleted this video. I can't understand why you posted it in the first place.
I'm not gonna sit here and like be demeaned and talked down to because I don't enjoy a shit fest of a game that
You're on the internet. You're on the internet, Quantum TV. People are gonna not like you.
where your misunderstanding is. But hopefully by explaining this to you, I can maybe kind of smooth out your aggression and your backlash. Again,
yeah, hopefully this video where I tell you to go kill yourself can put us on good terms. Hey, now that I've explained everything and given you my viewpoint, we can be friends now. You have no family, you have no friends, go kill yourself. Alright, hop in my Discord.
What kind of corner do you have to get backed into to just say, go kill yourself? Like, this is an Xbox Live 2006.
And he switches gears right after it. This is right after the go kill yourself. He's like, alright, but at the end of the day, like, now I think I've smoothed everything over. You don't need to be aggressive anymore.
Well, to be fair, isn't this how you and Andrew became friends?
Well, Andrew made like a parody. It wasn't like Charlie should go fucking kill himself, and I was like, damn.
I heard him say that.
This guy's epic. He just made like a joke video. Yeah, we watched the most recent Ackman video before this one, so we're going like backwards in the timeline.
At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man. You like what you like, but it is childish to look at somebody and say that you're X, Y, and Z because you don't like the video game I like. It doesn't run that deep for me. At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man. It's a fucking game, and at the end of the day, it's a trash game. It's gonna stay on the shelf, and I stand by what I said 100%. At the end of the day, go kill yourself.
It's childish to say X, Y, and Z because you don't like what I like, but kill yourself.
Yeah, that's called being an adult.
For most people, it's not recommended, and that's the video.
Okay, that was terrible.
We're gonna start with the good stuff. Elden Ring can be purchased at places like Amazon and really most online retailers and returned. That's a silver lining. And the best thing about this game.
He made a part 3 video.
Hold on to your butts.
Now here's what I'll say to prove that the game is terrible.
Oh, he's gonna prove it. Prove it.
But essentially it all resorts back to the same thing. You do not need an easy mode. Or any kind of easier mode, or even a normal difficulty option. You know what? Screw difficulty options altogether. The game is designed to be ultra hard, ultra challenging. That's the purpose of the game. If you give it a difficulty option, all you're doing is destroying the game and there's no point in playing it. You know what that means, guys?
What does it mean?
That means this is a dumpster fire. Just toss it in the trash.
I don't know how many times I'm going to have to point to this video I did about difficulty options in Souls games, but I'm going to continue doing it as long as dumbasses keep reiterating their same stupid points. Games can be made with multiple difficulty options in mind, or only one. It's up to the developer's intent. I don't see anybody talking shit about the original Super Mario Brothers. You move and jump. 2 buttons and a D-pad. It doesn't get much more accessible than that. But oh no, the original Super Mario Brothers doesn't have a difficulty option. It's so inaccessible to me. I can't play this. It's trash. Throw it in the trash.
Let's talk graphics. The game was delayed 4 years, right?
The game was delayed for 4 years? I'm raising an eyebrow to that one. Actually, the game was only delayed for a month.
So that was a fucking lie.
This game doesn't really break the mold of any open world game that has ever existed. It doesn't.
I think he was trying to say that it was announced a long time ago, maybe?
Has successfully taken their more linear enclosed areas and transitioned that formula to an open world seamlessly, better than most other current open world games to date. It absolutely succeeds and excels as an open world title.
There are no cinematic cutscenes that like razzle and dazzle and break the mold while also offering a super challenging experience.
No! What the fuck?
And I do bring this next
such a good boss. You beat Redan, right?
The game has a toxic player base.
This
is where they always go. They flame the player base and then get flack, and they're like, well, this is evidence that they're toxic. I just told this fan base that the only reason you like this game is because you don't have friends or family.
No. You didn't hear that right. The game has a cult-like toxic player base. What does this mean? This means that the players of Elden Ring are likened to people who would rather drink blood from a cup than your neighbor next door.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
You're weird for liking this game.
This guy
Maybe your
ever come to
experience
me?
with these people has something to do with
I don't know
what you
that,
said to
what
them.
he's even
At the
trying
end
to
of the day, go kill
say.
yourself, man. And I stand by what I said 100%. If you Google Quantum TV right now, or you look Quantum TV up on YouTube, rather, you'll see a string of attack videos because of my opinion of the review that I issued
Is
out.
the Prime
In
Kebo?
addition to the fact that when approached by what they call commentary, which is essentially gamers of a certain tier level that like to illegally download people's videos, re-upload them, and smack talk over them to own their review talking points, they call it fair use.
Damn, that was such a weird fucking noise you just made right there. Could you hear that?
No.
That's all, folks. Bro, you can download videos off YouTube. It's not illegal.
They don't care how much of the video they're using. They completely ignore the 4 factors of fair use used and publicly broadcasted on YouTube.
I don't know how someone could research fair use so much and still not
Is there some
understand what
chunky?
it is. You can critique someone's points and reviews. It's the whole fucking point of fair use. If I don't like a movie, I need to be able to show clips of the movie that I don't like. And if I don't like your video, I should be able to show clips of your video that I don't like. It's fair use. So this guy is like arguing copyright law in his Elden Ring review. He's become so detached from the actual game and mechanics that he's just going after people that are criticizing him. How is this a review? Why don't you think about like what you're making before you make it?
And a lot of these smaller channels, 200 subscribers, 400 subscribers.
This is what I want in my reviews,
that
honestly.
tier of lower YouTuber will steal videos. It's a known thing. It's a huge problem. YouTube doesn't do anything about it. And if you tell them not to do that, they'll just say anything is fair use.
Oh, this tier of lower YouTubers, I'm gonna talk down to you because my penis is like 10 times smaller than yours, Mischief. Sorry. You seem to put a lot of importance on the validity of people's arguments based on their subscriber count. How many subs do I have again?
Over the years, I've had to learn the hard way that you can't just talk over somebody else's content, pausing and playing it, calling it fair use. That is not fair use.
You absolutely can if you add constructive feedback to the video itself.
No, Caleb,
If
this
you
guy's a
transform the
lawyer.
work
He passed
beyond
the bar.
what it was originally posted
And then
as.
started reviewing
That is
TVs.
absolutely fair use. I've seen Osmongold react to videos of mine, and he has genuinely good feedback to my video and elaborates further on the points that I make. That should be a medium that is encouraged, not censored, right?
I'm just here like
Disagreed. Quantum TV's above it.
Again. All the negative press you've
Point
seen on
doesn't
me because I
stand.
reviewed a game once, didn't like it. Some 16-year-old kid picked it up. Can't sum it up enough. The game is trash. The community is trash. Outside of 1%, ultimately speaking, the game is like literally a 0 out of a 10 to me. I could not possibly rate it the worst score I could possibly give it. I would light it on fire on camera if I still had it. At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man. You guys literally sound like abuse victims, right? And I stand by what I said 100%. But at the end of the day,
All right.
it's really quite genuinely, unobjectively, and objectively a bad game. It is. It doesn't do anything new. Be creative, FromSoft. Start welcoming players. Start doing something outside of saying get
Don't
good.
listen to this guy.
Maybe
Don't
then
listen
you'll
to
get
anything
my
he says
dollars,
from
but
Soft.
until
Ignore him.
that point
Ignore
happens,
him. He's
enjoy
dumb. He's
all the
stupid. Don't
other
listen to
millions
him.
of
Blah
sales
blah
that you
blah
had
blah
from
blah.
other players.
As you said,
Rather
Tori.
be a
You're
mob
not
than a
hearing what he's
community.
saying. Blah blah blah
That's
blah
all
blah.
No game of the year, no real champion, just bare minimum. When
I wonder
real
what his
racing
favorite
games
game.
come out,
Oh,
you'll be a footnote in a couple of months.
There we
Nobody
go.
will even talk about this.
Hogwarts.
Ever even mention it when we talk about the greats of this generation. That is a fact. When the next generation cycle is said and done,
I love that.
Don't forget it.
I love when a big point's being made. The finger comes out.
The finger.
Every time. Every time he's trying to make like a very powerful point in his mind, he's like, yes.
That's the people's finger.
It will not be game of the year. It is trash, and you should kill yourself. No. Like, it's like every time he's bringing something out, the finger comes out just like that. I love to see that shit. It's a universal thing.
100%.
Like, it's not just him. Genuinely, everyone who speaks the same way this guy does the finger. It's crazy. I love that, though. Hey, good work, Quantum.
I said it on this day. because these are hard facts.
But there's also like certain like variations, like the finger down. Have you noticed that?
The finger down's a big one. I've done the finger down before too.
Really?
Yeah, I'll put the finger down.
Oh, yes, of course. Do you actually like press something, or is it?
No, I'll just like it's.
So my advice is, if you're reviewing
you
a
are
game,
wrong
keep it about the game
because of
and
this.
don't just
Have you ever, like,
go out
Phoenix
of your way
Wright
to
somebody?
flame the
No.
audience.
I've
Maybe
never hit him
try
with
to
the
come into it
objection.
Like, hey, I don't really know so much about these games. This is how it appears to me. These are the problems I have with it. Am I wrong? Am I missing something? Oh, I am. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I'll give it another try. Maybe just like
Mega
be a
Man was good.
rational
The OG
human
Mega Man's
being.
hard as fuck.
So thank you
Like,
all
I
for
wonder if
watching.
that
Hope
guy
you
ever
enjoyed
beat
the
Mega
video.
Man.
Leave a like if
Probably
you did, and subscribe to the
But if
Act
that guy had
Man
a Twitch
for
channel, I'd
more
tell you right
awesome
now, he should make
content.
his finger.
All right, everyone, that's all I got for today.
He's gonna need
This is
that
the Act Man signing out.
I wonder why he doesn't
Peace.
stream. Actually, I know why he doesn't stream, because he drops slurs.
Probably also can't stream for your. Maybe you could with his setup. I don't know. The only thing I liked about everything I've seen on that guy is his lights in the background.
He has a cool setup.
Yeah.
He has a very cool setup. He really does. If he never made that Elden Ring video, I would think nothing ill of this guy. Like, if I was looking for a TV and I stumbled on his channel, I would just be like, oh, okay, that's a helpful TV review.
That's not true. The playlist choices are kind of whack.
Well, I never click on playlist. I only did that to find him have bad opinions. Like, if I was like, hey, I really think this Samsung this is like a fucking 5th video on the Samsung S9 5B.
Is this? Oh, I thought this was the same thumbnail, just used with a picture of him.
But yeah, like, let's say I was looking for a Samsung S9 5B and I clicked this.
Yep.
I'd be
the Samsung
unoffended.
S95B is the best TV I've ever seen.
Wait.
And I say that
So he's
because
playing a game right
typically
now.
we always have to make some sort of sacrifice. I'm here to tell you that you don't have to do that anymore. So smack a like on this video for
doesn't he know
being
about
respectful of your time and just
gay
getting to the
agenda
point in
in
under
Spider-Man?
20 seconds.
Yeah, wasn't
It's a
he
great
complaining
TV.
about
Now,
Spider-Man?
when I'm talking about sacrifices, I mean typically you either had to go with LED and deal with blooming, or, you know, it's okay, but the zones are never going to give you OLED clarity or OLED black.
Yeah, I don't know. He's going against his own constructive criticism. Interesting.
It's just so unfortunate to see somebody fold like that.
What a wild adventure. Good luck, though, Quantum. Thanks to the resub. Isu? Probably fake. Maybe. It's just B-roll. Oh, is it not actually him playing? That comes stock on the TV?
Wow.
Oh. He was complaining about Miles, what, right before I stopped the video? Wait, did he?
I'm talking about sacrifices. I mean, typically you either had to go with LED and deal with blooming, or, you know, it's okay, but the zones are never going to give you OLED clarity or OLED black, or you had to go with OLED, and then you had to
I don't think he
deal with,
complains about Spider-Man
of
here.
course, the sometimes black crush or the dimming more prominently, and the washing out.
No, I'm sure he just focuses on the TV. Thanks for some Vault and Lil Fan. Oh, man. It's hurting my ears. Hold on. I need to give my ears a rest. Thanks to Resub Hero. The history of Pablo Sanchez from Backyard Baseball.
Backyard baseball. What a good time.
#1 brand in honesty, the biggest irony of the week. Yeah. Ain't that the truth? He didn't even keep up the Elden Ring reviews. What a fucking pussy.
That's a big L on his part.
That's such a
honestly.
huge L. He can't even stand by it. And then he deleted his Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram and everything. Come on. Come on!
So, like, what do you think best case scenario? Like, what do you think you should do here if you were his like lawyer or his like advisor?
I'd probably just tell him to stop posting videos.
Okay, that's a good point. About TVs or about anything? Like, he just stop.
He could do like what every other person who gets like canceled does and just ignore it.
Okay.
Like, if he just never talks about Elden Ring or any of the other shit again, his like TV community probably would forget about it.
So you want him to like do like the EDP 455 route?
Yeah, but it didn't work for him because that was like he was an actual pedophile.
True.
So he
True.
he lost.
He still got on like TikTok and like the other thing.
Yeah, this guy's just really, really hateful.
He's like, okay.
So I don't. He's not going to get like arrested or anything.
Well, hate speech is not okay.
Well, it's not, but I don't think he's going to go to jail for it.
True.
Whereas like EDP sending dick and poop pics to a child, that could get him in jail, which is why he got blasted so hard by all the platforms. Thanks, Arisa. Be more specific. Kozanovsky and Samurai, the Bits Samurai, or the Bits Tori. Great Value Avengers is his response video. Yeah, but it's not with the newest Actman video, I don't think. Right? Let me see. Because the new Actman video is still rather new. Oh, wait, he's addressing this right here.
Oh.
Wait, hold on, this is kind of interesting.
Again, it probably is going to get worse because I predict it'll get worse. Now, these accounts are being taken as factually words that I've said and statements that I've said. So I'm just kind of here to let you guys know that people that hate me will absolutely say whatever they want. And again, it probably is going to get worse because nobody cares about checking where this stuff came from. And so as a result, I've been getting a barrage.
Isn't that the same account he talked to Actman on?
Public opinion based off of these people that seem to want to run with fake comments. Now, the people who are behind this know full and well what they're doing.
Is it the Illuminati?
And they know the kind of damage that it can cause when you cause rumors. They even know and have been made aware that there are Quantum TV impersonators as they pretend like it's not happening and everything I'm showing is fake. I wasn't hacked and all that stuff that they claim. They know impersonations are out there. I want you to pay attention to how easily they fall for all of the fake correspondence. It's not hard to see that this is somebody trolling, but this is how it happens. This is how rumors become fact in the minds of the uneducated.
You're bullying me because you're uneducated. I'm black. There ain't no way, Chief. No one cares
I didn't
about
see
the
that.
race. Yeah, I'll put it on.
Oh no! Oh no! Dude.
No.
When you have no other options.
I fucking predicted it like a couple weeks ago. He was gonna play.
So is he saying none of the comments are real?
Oh god.
Thanks, Resub Immy.
Boy.
You might have the race card, but I have Exodia.
Click the race card comment is fake? Alright, oh well. If it's a fake account, I'll ban him. I'll double check that.
Yeah, double check that.
Okay, so this was a fake account with that from this
I'll
live stream here.
Yeah, I'll ban that account, Dora.
Oh, okay. So that wasn't him.
Yeah.
That said you're bullying me because I'm black.
In fairness, guys, that's
was
our bad.
not him?
Yeah,
okay.
That wasn't him.
Notice how easily fooled they are. One side of my face and my name, and that's all it takes.
I think this shows the opposite. It shows that they did like the bare minimum research to prove whether or not it was you, right?
He literally, if he wanted to prove his point, he should have cut that out of context.
He should have
full way.
He should have just left off that part where they confirm it wasn't him and then ban the account.
I'm 100%. I'm 100% convinced this guy's a troll account. There's no way. Dude.
What the fuck?
I've never.
Look how easily fooled they are, as they only believed it for 3 seconds before double checking to make sure whether or not it was actually him. Confirmed it wasn't, banned it, and then moved on, and then took it back as in he didn't actually do this. Holy shit!
This is the kind of guy that answers rhetorical questions.
Become the person saying whatever it is that they want to claim that I'm saying. And this isn't the only time in the stream it happened. It happened multiple times, but just to kind of establish what I'm talking about, I'll show you one more example. You can hunt for the rest in their 2-hour stream if you decide, but you are going to get a clear idea as to what's going on here after this next clip.
You're mad that I put actual facts about everything. The game is trash.
Oh man, another fake account.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, how many people do
How does this... Dude, if you just joined the call.
What does this prove for
Why
him?
would anyone want to impersonate him? Because it's fucking funny.
Now, if all that's not bad enough, I'm constantly getting text messages all the time about stuff like this kind of content being posted on things like Reddit.
I
So,
guess,
again,
but
I have no...
he's not using it to prove that the shit from his official accounts were faked. Because they were posted like 4 years ago.
It's a red herring, Charles.
I get
You're getting caught onto the red herring.
You're right. I'm taking the bait.
No idea what the hell's going on. But again, these kinds of comments with the Quantum TV name or profile picture that's ripped down and posted elsewhere or whatever ends up leading to hate comments. And I have so many of those, as you guys can clearly see. I mean, what the hell? It's an endless horde of stuck pigs, really. I mean, you guys really think you're doing something, but you're not. You guys aren't going to stop me from fighting for the consumer and doing what I've always done. If I have an opinion or a view on a product and I tell you it's a bad product or I tell you I don't like the product, it's not going to change because you want to send a horde of trolls that whine about it. That doesn't do anything. But this video is more so to my community.
It's not.
Just
he's missing the point. No one's mad at him for his opinion. People made fun of him for it. They're mad at him for trying to abuse copyright takedown. Yep. And also being extremely hateful. It's pretty simple. I don't know why he can't like see that at all. He's just completely missing the actual like crux of everything.
To be fair, he missed the entire point of Elden Ring. Are we surprised?
That's a very good point, I guess.
You will very likely in the comments on other videos like FOMO or maybe on Reddit or Discord or Twitter or Instagram or other places where I'm just not at, you'll probably see people say things with the Quantum TV logo. Always click to see if it's me. And then more importantly, always make sure that I'm not currently hacked, because that's a thing that does tend to go on, and I'm actually currently still fighting these kinds of cyber attacks because these passionate loser gamers, for whatever reason, get really good at technical skills and they learn how to do really fucked up shit like hack you. So I always have to deal with these kinds of attacks. And don't think for a second, people who are willing to leave this level of hatred about me off of the opinion of a friend is somebody that's not dedicated enough to attacking. So again, just be aware. If you see some shit, hey, it is what it is. Let me know about it and I'll deal with it as I can. Thanks for watching the #1 brand in honesty. We're going to get back to more AV content. Just wanted to address the bullshit that people are whining about. And until the next video.
You didn't address it. What do you mean?
So as of late.
What do you mean? So he brings up this screenshot, which is absolutely horrible shit. And I would expect him to try and prove that this is not him. Despite this being the same account he had the conversation with Ackman on. And instead he just says, there are people that have impersonated me. And then showed that no one is believing the impersonators. In the 2 clips he showed, they didn't believe the impersonator. They checked to confirm if it was actually him, confirmed it wasn't, and banned them. I am so confused.
He hasn't mentioned anything about copyright yet.
And he has also not even brought up his copyright abuse. Fucking wild.
He's brought up what he believes fair use means, and he has not clapped back on anything that actually matters.
Yeah.
I don't think an apology thing will do. I think this guy needs to go down.
He's not. Apparently this video he doesn't apologize for. It's today. There's no such thing as an apology video for people like them. It's just believing they're always in the right. Thanks to the Bits Castle. I just want to know why all of his videos labeled fundraiser. It looks like on the side here, there's a organization that he puts there, which is nice. Hope for Pause. I've never heard of it, but that's always very sweet. I always appreciate when that kind of stuff's there. But I don't know if that's there just to obfuscate all the criticism or if that's something that he usually does. Let's see. If we go back. Oh no, it looks like it's all of it.
And this is his organization, or?
No, it's just a charity. Yep. Now we're all caught up. Whoops. Fuck, what a ride. At best, a sorry you feel that way apology video. Maybe.
Sorry that you guys weren't big brain enough to realize that Elden Ring sucks.
Yeah, I was too smart.
And I'll do my best to educate you on why it does.
I couldn't dumb myself down enough to play the game.
By the way, have you tried hating gay people?
That's the craziest part. He has still not said anything about that. He has still not said anything about all the all the homophobic shit and all the hateful shit. He has still not said anything about that. And hey, Susu, just saw you.
He's gonna die on that hill.
Yeah, I don't know. He's not even like bothering to lie about it either. Anti-gay is homophobic. Okay, bro.
What?
Well, he's quoting what that guy said. Because in his post he said, "Stop labeling me homophobic. I'm just anti-gay." And yeah, and then going on from there. Yeah, fucking crazy ride though. Jesus Christ. He responds to comments about homophobia in the most recent video's comments. Ugh, I don't feel like going back through the comments again. Like on the community page, because I already looked through those. Comments on videos are disabled. Oh, well then, I don't know where he's talking about it. He's a mighty Marine of Christ. Don't disrespect him. Does he call himself a mighty Marine of Christ? Or is that just a cool term you came up with?
Sure, the guy's a little pedantic, but he doesn't even focus on like the points that are relevant to his own arguments.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
He has to be a troll. No one can be this dumb. I would think so. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Thanks to the resub, Noxus. Hey, what time is it?
3.
2.
Oh, Jesus.
This
feels like 5.
I know. Well, you also drove fucking, what?
Well, I'm kind of nuts.
11 hours and you're still up. You're a fucking tank.
I'm dead tomorrow for sure.
Nah, you'll be fine. Alright. We'll call it a night now, though, because we have to get up early.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
We'll do another YouTube night tomorrow. Alright, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. To everyone who donated, big thank you. New subs, welcome aboard. This sub means a lot, so thank you for subbing. I appreciate the generosity. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone. Take it easy. See ya.